Elizabeth wasn't lazy. She was fighting an invisible heaviness, one that made every day feel like a mountain and every morning feel like night. This conversation is a fictional dramatization. Always seek the advice of qualified medical professionals. Late morning, a messy bedroom. Curtains drawn. Alarm rings faintly on her phone. Elizabeth, 33, groans, silences the alarm, and buries herself back under the covers. Just 5 more minutes, she whispers. For Elizabeth, mornings rarely began in the morning. Elizabeth lays in bed. Her phone vibrates. She lazily answers, still in bed. Girl, where are you? The wedding starts in 20 minutes. Her friend screams at the other end of the phone. Elizabeth looks at a beautiful dress draped on a chair, untouched. Elizabeth says in a quiet, hushed tone, I don't feel well. She hangs up. Silence fills the room. The dress remains untouched. It wasn't the first time she missed something important. It wasn't because she didn't care. It was because she couldn't move. Later in the evening, Elizabeth is in her kitchen. She pours cereal into a bowl for dinner. She eats slowly at the counter. Elizabeth, muttering to herself, too tired to cook, too tired to shower, too tired to try. She leaves the bowl half-finished, staring blankly into space. Fatigue wasn't just in her body. It had wrapped itself around her spirit. Some days later, phone rings again. Elizabeth answers reluctantly. It was her mother at the other end of the line. Her mother says gently, concerned, Elizabeth, my daughter, are you okay? You sound tired. I'm fine, Mum. Just busy. Elizabeth replies. She hangs up. Her face drops instantly. The hardest part was pretending. Pretending she was fine. Pretending she wasn't drowning. Elizabeth lies on her bed, scrolling on her phone. Bright, happy posts, friends traveling, weddings, laughter. Her expression hardens. Everyone's moving. And I'm stuck, Elizabeth says to herself. She tosses the phone aside and buries her face in the pillow. A softly lit room. Elizabeth is seen in a support group. People sit in a circle. A facilitator welcomes them. The facilitator says, persistent depression can feel like slow drowning. But here, we swim together. Elizabeth looks around. Others nod knowingly. She exhales as if finally understood. A group member says softly, some days, brushing my teeth feels like running a marathon. Elizabeth looks up, surprised. She says under her breath, I thought it was just me. The group nods again. A small spark lights in her eyes. The session closes, and she goes home, a little warmth in her heart. She realizes she is not alone. Morning sunlight filters through Elizabeth's curtains. She slowly sits up in bed, hair messy, but eyes open. She checks the clock, 9:30 a.m. One day, Elizabeth got out of bed before noon. She opens the curtains. The light floods in. Her lips curl into the faintest smile. In the kitchen, Elizabeth chops vegetables for the first time in weeks. The sizzling pan fills the room with sound. Elizabeth, to herself, almost surprised. Smells good. She takes a bite. A small moment of joy flickers. Later in the evening, Elizabeth walks slowly through a park, earbuds in, moving at her own pace. Children play in the background. She takes a deep breath, grounding herself. Healing didn't come all at once. It came in steps, small ones, but steps forward nonetheless. Some days later, Elizabeth sits in a cozy therapist's office. The therapist leans in gently and says, You've come far, Elizabeth. It is not about fixing yourself overnight. It is about giving yourself permission to heal slowly. Elizabeth replies tearfully, but hopeful, for the first time in years. I believe I can. Elizabeth once again attends a meeting with her support group. A familiar circle of chairs. People share quietly. Then someone cracks a gentle joke. Elizabeth laughs, not forced but genuine. It lingers in the room. Others smile with her. The heaviness feels lighter. And, sometimes, healing sounds like laughter returning. She still had heavy days. But the heaviness no longer defined her. Because every morning she rose was a victory. If you or someone you know is struggling, you do not have to carry it alone. Visit our website, www.myplacidhealth.com, to book a session and take the first step towards healing.